Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comox Valley Farmers Market 20th birthday party. Thank you all for coming. We have a special list of folks who have all joined us today. Those folks who were here on the very first day of the farmers market 20 years ago today. Some of them and some longtime members who have put their heart and soul into this market. We appreciate them so much for coming out and helping make this a special day for us. So I'm going to get you all to come forward to the stage because we have a little gift for you. Gary Rolston. Lou Boucage, if you can make it up here, that would be great. Harold Macy, Dick McGuinness, Maria and/or Dennis Lightfoot, or the both of you. Len Lightfoot. Joan is going to present the gifts for you. Joan's been here since the first day as well and has helped me with these presentations, and I sure appreciate her help. Thank you, Joan. Dan Thran, Steve Horrell, Brenda, me, Tony Reynolds, Gunnar from Grantham Farm. Are you still up here? Glenn Miller, who was my predecessor, and some big shoes to fill there. Thank you so much, Glenn, for coming out. Simon and Heather. Barb Odegaard from Ironwood, are you up here? Come on up. Joe Smith from Glen Alwyn, can you make your way over here? And this is our President Hubert. He's going to welcome you all. Thanks for coming.
Merci pour tout, pour être venu. Et puis, je crois que she say everything in English. And I will introduce you Joan, who will take over me. Thank you.
Thanks, Hubert. The first mug is going to Hubert, who is our current president. And Gary Ralston. Gary was a district agriculturalist in 1992 when we started, and he kind of got the whole ball rolling, the idea. And thank you, Gary. We've come a long way. That's yours. I know Gail Boucage isn't here. Is Luke here to accept the mug on her behalf? Gail was the treasurer the first year, and she was also our first market manager, although she did it as an unpaid market manager. So she used to tell us where to go. So we'll make sure she gets her mug. Harold Macy. Harold was the regional director for District C, Area C, and instigator. Anyway, he was on the original board of directors and helped us get this field, and he was a great help getting the whole thing going. Thanks, Harold. Dick McGuinness was our first president, McGuinness Berry Crops, and he was also president a few years later too. He had 2 terms, 4th or 5th year. So thanks, Dick. Look what you started. We have a mug for Maria and Dennis Lightfoot. They have Seal Bay Farm. Maria was president after Dick's 2nd term, and she was secretary for 5 years before that. And Dennis was president for 2 terms, about 5 years ago. So they've contributed quite a bit to the market. Len Lightfoot, I know him. You've only had to put up with him for 20 years. I've had to put up with him for 48.
Did you get a mug? No, I got the mug.
She gets a mug too.
He should be up here. He's the mouthpiece in the operation. But anyway. Len was president in year 2, and then about 10 years after that he was president again. Dan Thram? There he is. Danny was our president for 3 years running after Maria, and he's had the great idea of getting a Christmas market going, which turned into a winter market, and now we're year-round. And I should say also, Danny and Len built this stage. But it hasn't fallen apart yet, except for when a tree fell on it at our house. Steve Horrell? There's Steve. Steve's been here since year 1. He and Dave Bernard shared a booth the first year, but he's been selling his lettuce and tomato plants for 20 years. And Brenda Me, has been here since year 1. Brenda started out as August of 1992, and she started out as Organic Acres, and she is now known as the Jam Lady. I won't say what Len calls you. Tony Reynolds. Tony was president after Dan Tran, and he put in 3 years too. And 3 years is a long time when you're president of this place. And he saw a lot of growth in his time. Thanks. Gunner. Everybody knows Gunner. I think he's kind of, if we had the People's Choice, or everybody loves Gunner. So, and he's been here. Yeah, is that Gunner on the mic?
Yeah, that's
Thanks, Gunner, for being so dependable.
Oh, it's you, is it?
Okay. Glenn Miller. As Vicki said, she had big boots to fill taking over for Glenn. When did you start, Glenn? In 1997. He started as just our manager for the midweek market, and then when Mage Birch couldn't do the job anymore, Glenn took over. Simon and Heather Toole. Heather's been a really hard worker for the market since they started. And when did you start? 10 years. And Simon was president 1 or 2 years? 2 years, yeah. So, thanks, Simon and Heather. Barb Odegaard? Barb has been on the board of directors many, many times, and she has to come all the way up for meetings all the way from South Fanny Bay, and very dedicated to the farmers market. Thanks, Barb. Joe Smith. Joe's one of our newer members. How long you been here? 6 years, but she's worked hard in those 6 years. She was secretary for 3 years, and she's still working for the market. Thanks. And Andrea Rennie. Andrea's been, she's not selling this year, unfortunately, but she was here in, I think, year 2. And everybody knows Andrea and her German bread. Thanks, Andrea.
And last but not at all least is Joan Lightfoot, who's been here from the beginning and helped me very much with this day, and continues to. Her and Len continue to shop here every week and come visit, make sure we're doing everything just tickety-boo. And thank you so much for coming. Thank you all for coming. We will have cake momentarily. There's a beautiful cake here, so stick around, and Sue Medley will be back to sing along to us. Thanks you all for coming.